the trail or get into trouble. You know, we saw a snake earlier. We don't want anybody stepping on a snake or having any encounters with something that we don't intend to have encounters with. All right, everybody here has had a chance to go to the restroom. You got your notebooks, you got your hats, you got your cameras. I think you're ready. Does it sound good?
Yeah.
Please be quiet though, because we don't know if we walk through the woods and we scare them, we may never get a chance to see them. So we want to get a chance to see them, hopefully, and we want to be quiet and really pay attention. Use all of your senses because it can all be really important to locating the evidence.
What else about that?
This one?
Is that?
These are round.
Oh, yeah, these are
Oh,
round.
if it's
Oh,
round.
here's another one.
Oh,
Yep.
grass
Sedges
down,
have
nodules
edges,
down.
grasses.
Rushes.
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 The way you can tell
Rushes around.
sedge, the difference between a sedge and a rush, if you put the sedge in your hand and you rotate it, you're going to feel a triangle.
Oh.
Sedge
If you
has an
don't
edge.
feel a triangle, then it's a rush.
Sedges have edges. Rushes are round,
Okay.
and grasses are
nodule.
hollow, or nodules down to the ground. Yeah, there's a couple of different ones. Okay, on this particular leaf, I want you to feel the edge. Notice they're arranged up, alternate on the stem. Feel the edge of the leaf and you can feel it cupped under. Which plant had cupped under leaves that you identified earlier?
Live oak.
Live oak, right. And which oaks have leaves on them now? Live oaks. So if you look out there, they're just starting to yellow.
It's just really nice. That stuff is really nice.
But Aristotle said nature does nothing uselessly. So there is something to those knees, whatever it may be, and someday we may discover.
I think it's Kogan.
Oh,
It's Kogan grass.
That's Kogan grass? Yeah.
Is it? Yeah, is it? Yeah, because it's off center.
How do you tell?
It's off center. See how you can't fold it in exactly in half?
Oh, I see.
Were developed for soils that are on the edge of a wetland. So you can actually, now it's not the case here, okay, but there are a lot of cases, especially in wet prairies, that you can be inside a wetland and not find a hydrosoil. And
The biggest benefit of this activity is that you realize, what are you looking for? You know, what we see is that pink flag after somebody else has figured it out and said, okay, there's the wetland line.
Right.
Well, how did they get there? How did they identify that? So what were the three things that we were looking for?
Hydrology.
Okay, we're looking for the hydrologic indicators. We were looking at plants, and we were looking at soil. All right. So those three things are what the scientists are using to identify a wetland. Yeah, the bottom line is water. Is it water quality, water quantity, and what does that water mean to people? Recreational values, right? And here we have a pond, right? So this has got recreational value, but wildlife value, people values, it's all very interconnected. Move through the landscape is that there are human impacts. What were the 3 Ds?
Dredging. Ditches. And dikes.
Yeah, so we're digging and ditching and diking, and that drains the land. So I guess we got 4 Ds there. So we're looking at all of those things that have an impact on the water level and where that water goes.
that's good, but more than anything else, it's the enthusiasm. That's what, I mean, it makes me feel good to see people wanting to learn about the environment and protect it and restore it, and also a very nice day out.
And last week when we were out here, everything was brown. And this week you can see lots of new growth coming up all over. There's green everywhere. So it's very interesting. It regenerates itself very quickly.
Well, here are the flower stalks coming out.
Finishing up our bass apron now, and in the fall we do community where we
You ready?
Yeah. She's in focus, so if you want to.
This is Emily, and she's trying Nature's 7-Eleven.
Don't give anyone any time to
She's
I
eating
know
the
you started talking. I
wonderful
noticed.
cat too.
It's probably one of the mustards.
You can eat this.
Brassica.
You just fry it up
But
like
without
you do.
the flower, it's hard to tell.
She's got a yellow flower. I didn't say eat it. I said you can't eat it.
When you say
Yeah,
I can't
that's
eat
one
it,
of
that's
those
what you mean.
hazards with interpretive skills. We've been
Yeah.
trying to teach them a little bit about that, Emily. That
Some of us don't learn.
if you need
Leeches.
Mary, if you need to sort it
Yeah, this is-
out.
A leech?
A leech.
And I've got these that we can put down because on
See
that
how
green
it puts
table
his
it's hard
tail
to
down?
see things.
Yes.
And then he elongates his body.
From the activity that we did this morning, you can see how from stream water quality sampling, you would actually go through and you would sort out taxa of different things you would find, different sampling tools, there's stuff that you use to grab samples in the mud and all of that. So this is like very basic stuff that we've done, but it's just to try to help give you an idea of some of the diversity of stuff that's in there. It has to have a certain temperature. What were some of the other conditions for water? Acidity, alkalinity, oxygen, nitrogen, right, the pH, all of those types of things, and in some cases even the sunlight, the shadows and that kind of thing can make a difference on where you're going to find them. Some things are benthic, they live in the bottom. Other things, like you can see the whirligig beetles, are on the top.